Hello everyone, this is 설찬 영어. Today is our 785th day of studying English. We can learn the rules of English composition from 독양영 문법, and we can build a strong foundation of English composition from 청개구령단어 3300, and we can concentrate on the training of making correct English sentences from 도전영자광 수능영단어 9900, a series of 30 books, also known as 가위바위보. After finishing all these 5 English study books, we can focus on the training of speaking English fluently and naturally. Today is the 17th day we are in this intensive speaking training in the form of 100 questions and answers. Now, let's get started. Today's question is 당신이 가장 좋아하는 동물은 무엇인가요? 자, 이번 17회 질문은 이렇게 뽑아봤습니다. 이 질문에 대해서 하고 싶은 말을 일단은 영작을 하고요. 그런 다음에 그 영작한 내용을 입에서 자연스럽게 술술 나올 수 있을 때까지 집중적으로 말하기 훈련을 하는 겁니다. 당신이 가장 좋아하는 동물은 무엇인가요? What's your favorite zoo animal? 이렇게 볼 수 있겠죠. What's your favorite, favorite zoo animals? A-N-I-M-A-L. What's your favorite zoo animal? 자, 이렇게 물어봤을 때 저는 이렇게 한번 답을 해봤습니다. 글쎄요, 어렸을 때나 성인이 되어서나 저는 동물원에 가본 기억이 없습니다. 기억이 안 나는 것인지. Well, I have never been to a zoo. As a child, and even as an adult. I'm not sure if my memory serves well. 자, 이렇게 봤어요. Well, I have never been to a zoo as a child, and even as an adult, I'm not sure if my memory serves well. 자, 이렇게 봤어요. Where I have never been to a zoo as a child, and even as an adult, I'm not sure if my memory serves well. 동물들은 텔레비전에서나 보았죠. As for zoo animals, I just saw them on TV. As for zoo animals, I just saw them on TV. As for zoo animals, I just saw them on TV. 동물원에서 볼 수 있는 동물들을 얼른 떠올려 본다면 사자, 호랑이, 원숭이, 곰 이 정도가 되겠는데 저에게는 좋아한다, 싫어한다는 개념이 없습니다. I can quickly think of zoo animals, lions, tigers, monkeys, and bears, to name a few. I have no idea whether I like them or not. 자, 이렇게 볼 수가 있겠죠. Now, I can quickly think of zoo animals. 자, 뭐냐면 사자, lions, 호랑이, tigers, 원숭이, monkeys, and bears 이렇게 할 수가 있겠고, to name a few 하나 바뀐 표현. I have no idea whether I like them or not. I like them or not. I can quickly think of zoo animals, lions, tigers, monkeys, and bears, to name a few. I have no idea whether I like them or not. 갑자기 돌고래가 떠오르네요. 돌고래는 동물원이 아니라 수족관에서 볼 수 있는 동물인가요? And dolphins spring to my mind. Are dolphins animals that we can see at the aquarium, not in the zoo? 자, 이렇게 볼 수가 있겠죠. Dolphins, D-O-L-P-H-I Dolphins spring to my mind. P-R-I-N-G Spring to my mind. Are dolphins, D-O-L-P-H-I, are dolphins animals that we can see at the aquarium, A-Q-A-R-I-U-M, aquarium, not in the zoo? Dolphins bring to my mind. Are dolphins animals that we can see at the aquarium? Aquarium, O-K-A-Q. Aquarium, not in the zoo. Okay, aquarium, A-Q-A-R-I-U-M, 맞죠? Not in the zoo. Dolphins bring to my mind. Are dolphins animals that we can see at the aquarium, not in the zoo? 아무튼 동물원 동물 입장에서는 우리에 갇혀 자유를 박탈당하고 인간들의 눈요깃거리가 되고 있다는 생각에 그들이 불쌍하다는 생각이 듭니다. Anyway, on zoo animals' part, they are kept in cages, deprived of freedom, serving as eye candy for humans. This thought makes me feel pity for them. 자, 아무튼 anyway, on zoo animals part, they are kept, 갇혀있죠. They are kept in cages, deprived, D-P-R-I-V-E, deprived of freedom, F-R-E-D-O-M, serving, serving as 눈여기, eye candy, for human beings, for humans. 이런 생각, this thought, T-H-O-G-H-T, this thought makes me feel pity for them. 자, 이렇게 해봤습니다. Anyway, on zoo animals' part, they are kept in cages, deprived of freedom, serving as eye candy for humans. This thought makes me feel pity for them. 자, 이렇게 해서 17회, 백문백답 17회 질문에 대한 답을 해봤습니다. 자, 이번에는 이 17회하고 저번 시간에 했던 16, 15, 14, 13회까지 총 5회에 걸친 질문과 답변, 요거를 눈을 감고 기억을 더듬어서 한번 입으로 발설을 한번 해볼게요. What's your favorite zoo animal? Well, I have never been to zoo as a child, and even as an adult. I'm not sure if my memory serves well. As for zoo animals, I just saw them on TV. I can quickly think of zoo animals. Lions, tigers, monkeys, and bears, to name a few. I have no idea whether I like them or not. And dolphins spring to my mind. Are dolphins animals that we can see at the aquarium, not in the zoo? Anyway, on zoo animals' part, they are kept in cages, deprived of freedom, serving as eye candy for humans. This thought makes me feel pity for them. What is the biggest complaint about your job? What is your biggest complaint about your job? I run my publishing company, 도서출판 설찬. Simply put, I make and sell books. To make books, publishing companies need production managers who are responsible for overseeing and coordinating the production process from start to finish. Editors who are responsible for obtaining manuscripts, proofreading, and editing content, and designers who are responsible for creating visual content like book covers. And they also need marketing managers and distribution and sales managers. But now I'm running my publishing company alone, learning all the necessary work required in the publishing industry by myself. I really hope to employ experts in each field, but at the moment I cannot but work 2 jobs for thorough preparation. I am very sorry that I cannot afford to run my business professionally. All I can do now is endure, wait, and hope. I'm waiting for the right moment to invest all my money and time. I know you eat so much, but you got a flat stomach. What's the secret? Actually, I'm apt to gain weight as much as I eat. It seems that all my extra calories are stored in my belly. So, I'm doing 12-hour intermittent fasting. I only eat 2 meals a day. I eat 1 meal at the company and the other meal at home after work. After that, I eat nothing at all for more than 12 hours. Doing this makes my belly flat, but not content with losing my belly fat, I do abdominal crunches for physical beauty. I'm doing 4 different types of abdominal crunches. For the lower abdominal crunches, I lie on my back with my knees slightly bent, hands at my sides, and my head slightly raised up. I raise my legs and buttocks towards the ribcage, clenching my lower abdominal muscles. And then I return to the starting position, keeping my feet off the floor. I do 50 reps of these lower abdominal crunches. For the upper abdominal crunches, I lie on my back with my knees slightly bent, making sure my feet are planted firmly on the floor. Folding my arms on my chest, I raise my head and shoulders off of the floor towards ribcage, clenching my upper abdominal muscles. And then I return to the starting position, keeping my head and shoulders off the floor. I do 50 reps of these upper abdominal crunches. For the right abdominal crunches, I lie on my back with my knees slightly bent and legs tilted at a 45-degree angle to the left side. Folding my arms on my chest, I raise my head and shoulders off of the floor towards the ribcage, clenching my right abdominal muscles. And then I return to the starting position with my head and shoulders never touching the floor. I do 50 reps of these right abdominal crunches. For the left abdominal crunches, I lie on my back with my knees slightly bent, legs tilted at a 45-degree angle to the right side. Folding my arms on my chest, I raise my head and shoulders off of the floor towards the ribcage, clenching my left abdominal muscles. And then I return to the starting position with my head and shoulders never touching the floor. I do 50 reps of these left abdominal crunches. I am doing 3 sets of 50 reps of these 4 different types of abdominal crunches. What do you do to keep fit? I'm actually getting enough activity during my working hours, so I can fit without doing any extra exercise. But I take some time out and exercise to strengthen my muscles for physical beauty. Each day before work, I make it a rule to do pull-ups, squats, and abdominal crunches. I've started pull-up exercise since last March, going from 2 reps in a row. And I decide to add only 1 nap per month, without setting my goal too high, trying not to be greedy. So, as of August, I was doing 3 sets of 7 naps. Now, it's September, so I'm supposed to do 3 sets of 8 reps. If I continue, my final goal is 3 sets of 10 naps. If I continue pull-up exercise as scheduled, I'm slated to do 3 sets of 10 naps in a row in November. I'm wondering if it's possible for me to achieve this goal. I can't wait for this November. For the squat exercise, first I stand with my feet shoulder lengths apart, toes facing front. Then I squat and stand up. And then I return to the starting position. When you squat, the posture is very important. Not using proper posture could be painful and even result in injury. Drive your hips back and sit deep in the squat position while keeping heels and toes on the ground, knees slightly open, chest up, and shoulders back. Strive to make your thighs reach parallel to the floor, meaning your knees are bent to a 90-degree angle. I'll tell you about the story of my abdominal crunches some other time. Mention one weirdest creating you've ever come across. After a lot of thought about how to live my life right after my military discharge, I finally decided I'll go back to Seoul again. After I managed to gain a train ticket to Seoul Station, I went up to Seoul without a cent, with no definite plan. Although I didn't have a penny to my name, I had the confidence that I could start my Seoul life again. Both because I had lived in Seoul for about a year before I entered the army, and because it had not been long since I got discharged from military service. When I arrived in Seoul, first of all, I had to take care of my room and board, so I had to find a newspaper agency that could provide a place to stay and food to eat, and I started delivering newspapers there. In the dorm room, there lived several aspiring youngsters who were in a similar situation like me, delivering newspapers. Yearning for a bright future, I began to live in that cramped dorm room, interacting closely with other dorm mates. Then one day, one of my dorm mates, who was the same age as me, called me out to talk to me. So I walked out after him, and we stood face to face to talk. Then I awoke to find myself lying on the hospital bed. What happened to me? Why am I lying here? Later, I came to know that he had swung his fist at me as soon as we had stood face to talk, and that I had fallen and fainted. I was dumbfounded by his sudden, incomprehensible act, because I had nothing against him personally. I learned in person that I could be an object of hatred by somebody without even knowing it. With this sincere apology and no superficial wound, I counted myself lucky to regain my consciousness. So I forgave him, and he vowed to study hard for our individual success. At that time, our life was so hard, and we each had our own dreams. Now, this is all for today. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you think this video is useful for you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and see you again in the next video. Bye.